1. Which teaching approach best helps adult learners master multiplication fluency during the multiplication tables check? A. Memorizing sequences without context. B. Practicing through real-life application tasks. C. Relying only on teacher-led drill sessions. D. Repeating answers provided by peers. 2. When evaluating a learner's performance on a digital multiplication check, which method provides the most accurate assessment? A. Observing general classroom behavior. B. Reviewing timed digital response data. C. Asking learners how confident they felt. D. Estimating speed based on participation. 3. Which curriculum strategy most improves long-term recall of multiplication facts? A. Introducing all facts on the same day. B. Using spaced and cumulative practice cycles. C. Teaching only the easiest facts first. D. Avoiding review to keep lessons new. 4. When communicating feedback after an MTC practice, which approach is most effective for adults supporting learners? A. Giving only the percentage score. B. Providing precise strengths and next step actions. C. Telling them they must study harder. D. Comparing their scores to others publicly. 5. A facilitator wants adults to mentor children preparing for MTC. Which guidance is most appropriate? A. Encourage guessing quickly to beat the timer. B. Promote accuracy first before speed. C. Discourage practice outside class. D. Require memorization in one session. 6. Which regulatory consideration is essential when administering an online multiplication check? A. Allowing any device without supervision. B. Ensuring data privacy protections for student results. C. Sharing results freely across social media. D. Keeping no record of assessment logs. 7. Which adult learning principle supports improved MTC training outcomes? Adults prefer irrelevant examples. B. Adults learn better with purpose-linked practice. C. Adults avoid self-direction. D. Adults retain best through passive listening. 8. Which evaluation tool best identifies a learner's weak multiplication facts? A. Open discussion without records. A timed digital item-by-item error report. C. A generic math worksheet. D. A non-timed reading comprehension test. 9. When creating a multiplication curriculum, which sequencing method is most effective? A. Randomly mixing all multiplication facts. B. Grouping facts by patterns and fact families. C. Presenting facts based on textbook order. D. Teaching higher numbers first. 10. Which communication technique helps guardians understand MTC expectations clearly? A. Using technical terms without explanation. B. Providing simple, concise skill objectives. C. Sending only numerical scores. D. Giving feedback only when asked. 11. Which mentoring practice best supports learners with persistent multiplication errors? A. Blaming them for low performance. B. Modeling strategies such as skip counting. C. Avoiding focused practice. D. Increasing pressure to speed up immediately. 12. In an MTC practice evaluation session, what is the most reliable indicator of progress? A. How happy the learner appears. B. Consistent reduction in incorrect responses. C. Their position in class ranking. D. Number of complaints they make. Which adult learning technique helps maintain engagement during MTC workshops for parents? A. Lecturing without interaction. B. Allowing hands-on practice with tools. C. Avoiding questions. Using only printed text. 14. Which curriculum method most strengthens automatic recall? A. Heavy reliance on written explanations. B. Repetitive timed drills with varied fact sets. Using only untimed practice. D. Eliminating review sessions. 15. What is the best communication approach when a learner fails multiple MTC attempts? A. Highlighting only the mistakes, B. Giving balanced feedback with targeted supports. C. Suggesting they stop practicing. D. Ignoring the failed attempts. 16. When monitoring digital MTC performance, which data point is most useful? A. Learner's favorite number. Time taken per item. C. Number of breaks taken. D. Color of the device screen. 17. A curriculum developer wants to promote fact pattern recognition. Which activity is most effective? Memorizing without visual aids. B. Using arrays and repeated groups. C. Copying tables repeatedly. D. Having learners read aloud. 18. Which regulatory requirement is essential for ethical test administration? A. Allowing unrestricted external help. B. Ensuring secure login credentials. C. Sharing student passwords. D. Posting results publicly. 19. Which mentoring strategy builds learner confidence during MTC preparation? A. Celebrating small improvements regularly. B. Ignoring minor progress. Criticizing slow responses. D. Comparing learners negatively. 20. When evaluating MTC readiness, which method provides the clearest evidence? A. A single untimed worksheet. B. Multiple time digital practice sessions. C. Asking the learner if they feel ready. Observing them in unrelated tasks. Which adult learning practice improves mastery of multiplication teaching strategies? A. Learning without reflection. B. Applying strategies in real demonstration tasks. C. Avoiding all peer discussion. D. Memorizing manuals only. 22. Which curriculum component supports differentiated MTC instruction? A. One identical plan for all learners. B. Tiered practice sets based on performance data. C. Assigning random levels daily. D. Avoiding targeted review. 23. When delivering guidance to families, which communication method is best? A. Using unclear instructions. B. Offering step-by-step practice suggestions. C. Providing no examples. D. Speaking in overly technical language. 24. Which evaluation technique helps track improvement over time? A. Reviewing random worksheets. B. Using sequential performance reports. C. Checking scores only once. D. Ignoring earlier data. 25. For mentoring adults supporting learners, which advice is most productive? A. Practice until frustration builds. B. Use short, frequent practice sessions. Skip rest breaks. D. Expect mastery in one day. 26. When constructing an MTC curriculum, which feature is most beneficial? A. Activities that match cognitive development levels. B. Tasks far above developmental readiness. C. Activities unrelated to multiplication. Removing visual models entirely. 27. In giving corrective feedback, which method supports growth? A. Explaining why the error happened and showing how to fix it. B. Telling the learner they are wrong. C. Avoiding correction to protect feelings. D. Moving on without discussion. 28. Which adult learning principle is crucial in MTC parent workshops? A. Adults learn well when materials connect to real roles. B. Adults learn best with no context. Adults prefer unrelated tasks. D. Adults avoid purpose-driven learning. Which evaluation measure best predicts MTC success? A. Accuracy with mixed multiplication facts. B. Reading speed. Writing speed. The ability to draw shapes. 30. Which communication approach supports transparent assessment? A. Hiding the scoring method. B. Clearly explaining how the test is scored. C. Restricting questions. D. Providing no rubric. 31. Which mentoring method increases motivation? A. Setting achievable micro-goals. B. Setting unreachable goals. Removing all goals. D. Ignoring progress. 32. Which regulation ensures fairness in test delivery? A. Consistent timing for all participants. B. Random timing variations. C. Allowing some to skip items. Giving the answers beforehand. 33. Which curriculum design supports repetition without boredom? A. Using varied practice formats. Using only one activity type. C. Removing engagement elements. Using no practice tasks. 34. Which evaluation approach gives detailed learner insight? A. Item level error analysis. B. Only final score review. No documentation. Random comments. 35. When communicating with guardians, which method enhances clarity? A. Using simple, structured summaries. Giving disorganized information. C. Speaking in long monologues. Omitting key details. 36. Which mentoring behavior strengthens perseverance? A. Encouraging a positive practice routine. B. Stopping practice at first difficulty. C. Ignoring struggles. D. Pressuring constant speed. 37. Which adult learning component improves workshop engagement? A. Active problem-solving tasks. B. Listening passively without interaction. C. Reading long text silently. D. Avoiding demonstrations. 38. Which curriculum practice supports mastery before moving forward? A. Using mastery-based progression. B. Advancing regardless of performance. C. Skipping difficult facts entirely. D. Avoiding review cycles. 39. Which evaluation method best confirms readiness for the actual MTC? A. Multiple practice runs mimicking real test timing. B. An unrelated reading test. C. Asking peers for opinions. D. Reviewing handwriting samples. 40. Which communication approach strengthens learner-adult collaboration? A. Using open dialogue about goals. Making all decisions unilaterally. C. Discouraging questions. Deeping expectations secret.